Hey everybody, welcome to Smashing Game Time. We are two brothers that talk about gaming's back catalog of yesteryear. Wow, I messed that up, didn't I? Hold on.
A little bit.
I usually don't do it this late, Hey everybody, welcome to Smashing Game Time. We are two brothers that go through gaming's back catalog of yesteryear. I did the too late, but who cares? I am your host, Nick. I am joined, as always, by my brother, Josh.
Yeah, hello everyone.
Hey. Yeah, we're recording 2 in a row this week, so we're a little disheveled, aren't we, Josh?
Just a tad bit. It's a little late, and I think we're both running on fumes here, but we're going to persevere for everybody.
We're going to push through. So, hey, you're like, hey, if you just recorded, you guys going to talk about the same games and news before you do Alan Wake episode 6? No, sirree, Bob. Here's what we're going to do. We are going to pick all of our categories for GOTYSO here live on the episode. And then we're going to talk the final episode of Alan Wake.
Nick, for new listeners, what is GOTYSO?
GOTYSO. It is a game of the year so far. It used to be game of the year, sort of. That's where GOTYSO comes from. But it still works for so far. GOTYSO. It still works. I don't care. I can make the acronym whatever I want it to be. Things don't matter anymore, everybody. It doesn't matter. It's GOTYSO.
No, it's our show. This is where the fuck the algorithm tell a friend came from.
Yeah. And so GOTYSO, we're just... What GOTYSO, if you've ever heard another podcast do its game of the year stuff, that's what it is, but we do it in June. We do it in June and put it out in July. So we go through everything that we've played so far. We look at other categories. We didn't do the categories last year because forget why we were so busy last summer, but something came up.
I don't remember either.
We only did the one category. I'm trying to remember what it was, but I'm no brain whatsoever.
Okay. We're getting ahead of ourselves this time, though. We're trying to be productive.
Yeah, so we're going to... Sorry, I was trying to get a cat away from the microphone before you unplugged it. So we are going to pick the 10 categories. Let's do our chores real quick. Smashing Game Time. I almost said game of the year. Smashing Game Time is wherever you get your podcasts. We're on Apple, Spotify, YouTube Podcast, and YouTube proper, where you can see our wonderful faces in the video format. We are also on smashinggametime.com. That is our website. All the episodes are there. Our words are there. Everything is there. Every GOTYSO and GOTY we've ever done is there. We've done a lot. They really pad out our episode numbers. When you do 4 or 5 of those, it really moves the numbering along. It's really nice. I like it. Don't you?
I dread it because it's just a lot of work, and Nick's very difficult. Nick likes to pick his games, make sure they win, but I have to come in and at least make sure one of mine win. And he's like, well, and then it's like, God damn it, Nick, just fucking pick your 2. I'll pick my 1, and we'll go from there.
I like that there's 2 of us, and there's still so much argument. I was worried when
that's where I wish the third person would be, though, because it'd be a little more easier. Where it's you, it's like, God damn it, I have to argue with Nick over if Little Gator Game should be game of the year.
It should have been.
We're not going to have this talk.
We're not. Little Gator Game should have been well, I guess it was the 2022 game, right?
I don't remember.
But it
bring this conversation back up because that was like the longest night we have ever had of recording.
Yeah, you were the tempers were flaring. They were flaring. Your nostrils.
We were this close from breaking up the band.
The band almost broke up, but if we can survive a Little Gator Game argument, we can survive anything. Am I right? We can do it. Hey, fuck the algorithm, tell a friend. That's right. That's GOTYSO brought us that. That is where GOTYSO brought us that saying. Fuck your reviews, fuck your stars, just tell a friend. That's it. That's all you gotta do. You ain't gotta type shit. You ain't gotta click no buttons. Just
don't even tell your friends. Tell your enemies too. If you think we're shit, give it to them. They don't make them think like, oh, we're the greatest fucking podcast ever.
We fucked up, Josh. We fucked up.
Whoa, we fucked up.
We fucked up. In telling them to tell their friends, we forgot that forces them to talk to people. We fucked up.
You fucked that part. You fucked that part.
We fucked up.
I followed your lead. I rode your coattails through this.
People, hey, nice callback to the episode we just recorded.
Thank you.
People don't talk to people, man. They don't do it anymore. Phone rings, they throw it across the room. It's like a scary movie.
Send an email, Snapchat or something. Just use some type of social media to tell people. Sure.
Yeah, fuck the algorithm. Tell a friend. Suck it up. Talk to your friends. They miss you. Shall we just step right on in? You want to step right on into this?
Let's step into the darkness.
Let's step into the darkness. How many we're thinking 10 categories, right? Three, because if we do 10, that's 3, 3, 3, 1. So that's 4 episodes. But if we do 13,
how about we do 12? That way it's an even 3 for all episodes.
well, I like to keep the game of the year one by itself.
So you want to do 5 episodes?
We can do 4 episodes. Because the game of the year, so the GOTYSO chat, that category by itself usually takes as long as like the other categories together.
But so you want to do 4, 4, 4, then 1?
No, we can do 3, 3, 3, 1. We can do 10 categories.
Okay,
we've done it in the past. Hold on 1 second. I'm pulling up my form, and I'm pulling up my Alan Wake stuff for after, so I don't forget it. That fucking chapter.
Last one.
Episode fucking 6. Disgusting. It's gross. So we've already got some categories here, and we can fill in games as well today. So we're not going to have everything. We're not going to have every nominee filled in because there's still stuff we're going to play between now and the actual GOTYSO.
I think we can maybe just include 1 if we have one. 1 each.
I think if there's a handful of stuff, you can put it in there.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm a little behind on the box art and the Song of the Year stuff right now.
That's fine. Yeah, but if you have one, do the one.
Okay.
I've already got my game of the year so far. Obviously, one nominee I have for that is a game about digging a hole. Josh, this game has an achievement, by the way. Complete it in under half an hour.
I like that.
I knew you would. That's why I brought it up. Very simple game. Just a few things to manage. It goes into some weird places. There's some comedy to it. I like it. I like it a lot. Another one I'm going to add real quick is War Rats.
You just like the balls. You just like the rat balls.
I like the rat balls. What's the subtitle? The Rat-em Up. The Rat-em Up. A fun little side-scroller tower defense. I'm enjoying it way more than I thought I would. I think those are the 2 off the top of my head. Oh, I'm going to put it in here, but I don't know. I go back and forth on blueprints because it's
You were so against it though at first. You're like, I don't know how I feel about it. Like, oh, fuck it. I don't even care about the 49th room.
I like it, and then I hate it, and then I like it, and then I hate it. I do go back and forth on this. There's a few more I want to put on here that I haven't had time to play that I'm going to set aside time for in the next 4 weeks. South of Midnight is one of them. I have played the first level, just haven't gone back to it. Adamfall is another one that I have played an hour of and just haven't gone back to. Same for what's the other one I'm thinking of now? Avowed. So a lot of those mid to late winter releases I've started, haven't gone back to. Any come to mind, Josh, for you?
I've got 2 right now.
Put them on. Yeah, I was just getting ready to type that. Split Fiction, yep.
That was definitely... I mean, we still need to go back and knock out the rest of the achievements.
We do. We don't have much left, though, right?
No, it's mainly like just do some of the side stuff. We're missing, I think, 1 bench, and then... yeah, basically just a bunch of the side stuff from each episode. Another one I wanted to add.
RoboCop.
By far, it just scratches the need of, Deus Ex. I want it so bad. It does a really great job. And it's an IP, so of course it's going to be good. Well, I say of course it's going to be good, but of course it's good for an IP game. Like, for such a... I can't say it's a big franchise, but for something that came out in like the 80s and did so like well then and didn't really do well as a remake, pretty good.
Well, if you're going to add a game that wasn't released this year, so am I.
I thought that was the whole thing, was we were going to do that.
Yeah, I know. I'm fucking with you.
Okay, I was like, wait a minute.
I think we've got a pretty good start here. I do want to add Doom into this.
Have you had a chance to play it?
It's on my docket. I have downloaded it.
Okay, I know I will have Adamfall on my list because just this past week. I got an email from the library, and I'm like, okay, it's just them automatically renewing it. Oh no, your game's ready for pickup. I'm like, what game? I was like, oh, Atomfall. It's already ready for me to pick up.
Yeah, so, dude, libraries are awesome like that.
It is. This is the other one you're typing in now. I'm still waiting for a physical copy to get released before I buy it again.
I've got it on Game Pass. I keep meaning to play it. I'm gonna play it. I'm also adding
It just looks
Minecraft.
so good.
I'm also adding Minecraft, and I'm adding Plants vs Zombies. For those joining us for the first time, we put games that weren't released this year on the list as well. If we do end up with like close calls, the tie goes to the new game.
Yes.
But we do like having old stuff on there because that's when we experienced it. Why be beholden to the year something was released? Fuck that. That being said, I don't have any. So Song of the Year, we always do songs. Song of the Year so far, I don't really have anything. Maybe a track from Split Fiction.
Yeah, it's been a little bit of I say a slow year in the sense of like I haven't really don't remember anything off the top of my head.
Yeah, well, this is one where we have to go and do the work off
Yeah.
the show and like pull things and like get the links for everybody.
Yeah, and it's same with the box art, I would say.
Yeah, South of Midnight has some very jazz heavy, some blues that I recall being pretty good. War
I assume
Rats.
something from Doom probably has something too.
Oh, Doom's probably really good as well. I've been hearing things about Claire Obscure's soundtrack. I'm putting Minecraft on there, even though, again, if there's a tie, it'll come off because Minecraft is just.
It's gonna be something smooth and jazzy.
I think we're gonna look back 30 years from now, and the Minecraft soundtrack is going to be like one of the all-time greatest musical accomplishments. Just saying, it's so good. It's so good, Josh. It's really good.
Ahead at you.
You've never, Josh. I drove through the mountains of North Carolina playing that as it poured rain, and it was the most relaxed I've ever been. Ask Matt. Next time you see Matt, ask him. Ask him about
I just say Minecraft, and he goes, "I remember that day. It was raining through the mountains of North Carolina."
Just be like, "Hey Matt, Nick told me about the time you guys listened to Minecraft on the mountain drive of North Carolina." And he'll immediately go into a tale.
Does he immediately like have a scar on his eye and he just has a tear roll down? I remember that day.
I remember that day so much. This is the day I died. It's the day I died.
It's the day I was reborn.
Best new character so far. I think the two that come to mind are Zoe. And what's the other spirit? What's the other?
Starts with an S, doesn't it?
I mean, I can probably pull it up here. Please hold. Zoe and damn it, Josh. When did we last play Split Fiction? March. They're making a movie. Ain't that crazy?
Right.
And I think Sydney Sweeney is either attached to
Mio,
yeah, Zoe and Mio. Those are the two standouts to me. I'm trying to think if there's anyone else. Since we put new character, it can't really be a character from an old game. But you know what? I'm going to put Barry right now anyway. Because he's a sweetheart. Anyone coming to you? Anyone from an RPG, Joshua? Nobody?
hold on. I'm trying to think.
I've got the bear from Out of Sight. Man, I need to go back and look at some characters. I am a little short on them. Stone of Madness didn't really stand out like too much to me. That was a game I reviewed back in, I think it was January. Keep looking at that. Up next also is box art of the year so far. So let's see. That puts us at game of the year so far, song of the year so far, new characters of the year so far, box art of the year so far. For box art, I'd do Split Fiction, right?
Yep.
It's a really good box.
I would also throw up Revenge of the Savage Planet.
Revenge of the Savage Planet. You know another good one is Avowed.
Ooh.
Very pretty box. I'm trying
I
to
kind of
remember.
like Adam Falls too.
Is
Adam
Adam?
Falls like very. He's standing on a mountain and overlooking the land.
Yep. And then Doom Dark Ages is another one. Citizen Sleeper 2 has that very anime look to it. It obviously reminds me of the first one. Game about digging a hole. I could leave. I do like blueprints. I do like the use of the house on the blueprints box.
I kind of like Oblivion Remastered's box art compared to the original. It's really good.
It is very slick. Trying to think if there's anything else that comes to mind. South of Midnight was theirs. Very pretty. It's like her. I'll put it on there for now. I'll spend a little more time looking at it. I'll really sit there and stare at the box for an hour. South of Midnight. I'm not crazy about Clair Obscures. It's just your typical RPG. They're standing. They're standing. Hey guys, they're standing. Dredge didn't come out this year. I'm going through the new releases real quick that I've seen. Blueprints is really good. Yeah, I already got that one. Ooh, buddy. Let me check on Steam. Josh, you got anything over there?
I'm looking at my stuff right now. Oh,
War Rats is kind of cute. I'll put it up there.
Monster Hunter Wilds.
Oh shit, that was this year, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
I actually did write a review for that. It wasn't a real review, but I wrote a review for it.
And it's a nice looking box too.
Josh loves that box. He's like, box.
I make love to that box. I'm trying to think what else was there that came out.
Not crazy about that one. Crypt Master was last year. I want to play that before I even. All right, we can go to disappointment of the year so far. I'm putting Blueprints. Because again, I don't know. Ask me an hour from now how I feel from Blueprints. It'll probably be different from how I feel now about it. Gears no longer exclusive. This is one where we can put news as well.
I say, is that really a disappointment though?
Not to me, but I could make an argument for it. What else? More layoffs.
A lot more.
Polygon. Here, I'll write it Polygon with an E.
Put my handy dandy list.
Yeah, aren't you our news guy? Shouldn't you know all this?
I don't have that list in front of me. I'm looking at the game releases.
Alan Wake episode 6. Annoying internet chuds / Assassin's Creed. Shadows. Oh, what else?
Civilization 7.
Civ 7. GTA 6. Delay. What else? Law abiding Nintendo. They're coming for you. They're scary, man. Nintendo's scary as fuck. I wouldn't want to be caught on the wrong side of them, would you?
Fuck them.
Fuck them. You know what I say? Fuck them. What
Do
else?
I go ahead and say Assassin's Creed Shadows?
I don't think it was disappointing though. I think it was fine.
Okay. I mean, yeah, it's improvement from the other two, the past two, I guess. I don't know.
Um, trying to think. Last of Us 2 show.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just feels like it's been rough. I stopped after the second episode. I just remember watching that first episode, being like, "Man, this feels rough." Though, like the writing's very rough. Ooh,
I'm gonna be a dad.
is that you want to put you being a dad as a disappointment?
Oh, I want to make sure it's not a part of the game before I do that because it seems very out of place.
No, Josh, you are not. We're not putting your dad as no.
Oh no. I'm talking about the scene.
Oh,
I'm
the
a dad.
scene. I'm a
Yeah.
dad. Yeah, I've heard that people don't like that one.
I'm like, is that a part of the game? Because I don't remember that.
Oh, did any games go offline recently that were like, oh, this game's gonna go the distance, and then it didn't go the distance?
Uh,
And again, folks, we're gonna
oh,
be
what's that
adding
Ubisoft one? Or was that last year?
what Ubisoft one?
Was it Brink?
That
That
was
was last year.
all that was last year. And don't worry, folks. You're like, oh, these lists are really short. We're going to be adding to these as we go. So let's see. We got Game of the Year so far, Song of the Year so far, New Character of the Year so far, Box Art of the Year so far, Disappointment of the Year so far, and then I've got one. I've got a throwback. Are you ready for this?
Mhm.
I didn't. So what's the Shaq quote when he's like saying that like he disrespected somebody but he didn't understand their game? You know what I'm saying? Like
I have no idea what you're saying.
I'm gonna pull it up real quick. But it's him basically saying like, "Oh shit, you've been cool this whole time, and I didn't realize you were cool. I didn't realize your game." Image. I owe you an apology. I wasn't really familiar with your game. The Shack. You really still don't know what I'm talking about? I
No.
can't see if you're shaking your head. You're off screen
Oh,
from me right now.
no, I have no idea what you're saying.
All right.
Maybe if I saw the video, I might. But
I just put it in the chat. So that's what I want to call this award. The I owe you an apology. I wasn't really familiar with your game award. I'm not even going to put the so far on that one. So this is games that like came out previously and weren't out this year that you finally got to, and you're like, oh shit, I'm sorry, I slept on you.
Signalis.
Add it to the list. I've got Stray.
Now I gotta pull up my Steam.
I've also got Humanity. I knew about Alan Wake. Haunty. I kind of praised Haunty a little bit last year, but not as much as I would have liked.
Inscription.
The game you still haven't finished?
Yes, that game.
Inscription. Let's go back a little bit. Oh, Citizen Sleeper was another one I really got into. Citizen Sleeper. Half-Life. Played that at the beginning of the year. Oh, I forgot. I got Honey Pop for free. What?
I said, "Oh God."
They were giving it away for free, and it's funny. I think when that was happening, if you looked at like the Google search trends, people were looking for ways to hide it. Oh, fucking hilarious. What else you got, Josh? RoboCop, right?
Yeah, RoboCop. That was a total blindside on that one.
Rogue City. We'll put Alan Wake on here for now. There are some story beats where I'm like, wow, I really didn't appreciate that for what it was back then. No, I haven't really touched that one. It's pretty good. It's pretty good on there, yeah. Well, first of all, I'm on the Xbox app, and inspired by astrology. They've got whole playlists inspired by people's astrology.
God, that sounds awful.
3, 4, 5, 6. We need 4 more categories, guys. What you got, Josh? Have you played any Blueprints?
No.
No. Do you plan on playing any Blueprints?
Eventually, I just haven't had a chance to get to it.
Do you plan on touching it for GOTYSO?
I will touch it for GOTYSO.
All right. Let's do worst Blueprints room. And we won't touch that one. We'll do that one live. Because I kind of want to see your thoughts on the worst rooms, because there's some stinkers in there, man.
Ooh, Nick, I think I got a category. I think you might appreciate it.
What do you got?
Best free game.
Best free game. I do like
basically
that.
A game that you got for free, whether it's because of some incentive that you have or game pass, like basically whichever way you got it for free, you didn't pay a dime for it.
Best free game. I think we should keep it to if it was received free through like Epic or like it was a giveaway. Not anything that we reviewed. I feel like that.
No, that's fine. Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. You know what? I'm going to be a stinker. Put a $sign on it.
Yes.
You know what? Dead Island 2. It was just free on Epic, by the way. Might still be. Are you aware of that, Josh?
No.
You might want to go get it.
Maybe.
Don't you, Josh? Are you really turning your nose up to a free game?
It's Epic Games.
Josh.
I like my achievements. They don't give me achievements.
Josh. No.
If they did achievements, I'd do it.
You ain't got to do this to yourself.
I like that though, Nick. I'm achievement slut.
Dead Island 2, happy game, and I'm gonna keep adding stuff to this list based off what Epic does, because they're actually getting ready to do 3 games in like a day here. Happy
RoboCop.
game, RoboCop. Did you technically get that for free? Aren't you paying for the service that renders it for free?
Technically, but if you're gonna throw a Game Pass game in there, technically, aren't you doing that too?
Eat my dick. Eat dick.
I mean, I'm not wrong.
I'm not throwing a Game Pass game on there. Fuck you.
Okay, if you're not gonna do that, then take off Rogue City. That's fine.
No, it's fine. Rogue City's fine. I'm giving you junk.
What about games that, like, since we're sharing a library now that we started playing, like I got Inscription and Signalis from you.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Inscription, Signalis, Crash, Trilogy. I'm trying to think, is there anything else of yours that I've really played the hell out of recently? Ooh, no, there isn't.
Oh, I get the 9 Years of Shadows.
Gross. What other free games? I'm missing something. There was something recently that was free. Can we do recently purchased? Show me all of them. Show me all my games, damn it. Lego Star Wars, the Skywalker Saga.
Ooh. Was that on Epic?
Yeah.
Damn. See, that I probably would have done.
You didn't have achievements though, Nick.
Oh, fuck you.
Nick, you didn't have achievements. Let's see here. Beyond Blue. They've kind of... Oh, Infinity Nikki was a free game. These fucking gotchas, man. Dredge was also free a little while ago. Ooh, Ghostwire Tokyo. I'm sliding it on there. All right, that's a pretty healthy So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We need 2 more categories. Let's make them fun. Make them fun, Josh. Don't Josh it up. Make it fun.
Ooh.
We've got a Wordle related one. Game you wish you had more time for? Nah. This is tough.
How about game you don't remember buying?
We'll call it I bought that? Question mark. And is this from this year?
Honestly, at this point, you just realized it this year. You don't even remember buying it.
You just realize like, holy shit, I bought this game.
Yes.
That's a fun award. I like that. I've got one. Tinykin. Completely. I went through a phase where like if a game was leaving Xbox and I was like, oh, I should play that, then I bought it, and then never played it again. That's review game.
Going through my list right now.
I'd say just like nominate 1 or 2. 1 or 2 for now, and then you can add stuff later on. Oh shit. I didn't know I had Gears 5. I knew I had Gears Tactics. Guess I should see what everyone's complaining about. Let me do one more. No, I knew I had that one. It's weird going back and seeing my games from that I haven't played since 2018. Oh, okay.
I didn't realize.
I'm down to no recorded activity, but these are also a bunch of yours probably.
I've got Titanfall 2 because not only do I have a physical copy, but I have a digital copy I didn't know I had for PS5.
What the fuck is wrong with you? Ooh, Doom 3. Portal 2. Okay.
Detroit Become Human.
Are you typing these in? What are you doing?
Oh, I thought you were typing them in.
I saw your thing earlier. Oh, and you know what? I have our final category. You ready?
Yep.
Best non-game so far. So it could be anything.
Ooh.
So like here, I'll do and then kind of put it in parentheses so we know what it is. Battle Beast. Compendium 2. You can tell we're getting sleepy, man. Recording 2 episodes in a row. It's work, man. It's work. Studio. Studio on Apple TV. Severance season 2. Oh, Severance has been. Let's see. The Rehearsal. Season 2. I'm going to put my own newsletter on there.
He inserted his own ad.
I'm going to do one more ad too. Pregnant Marcus Phoenix. Josh's baby. Just so I can vote her off.
Fine.
You an anime?
I mean, yeah.
Ew. No, you're fine. Do I like anime? No. Just because I haven't found the one. I haven't found the one yet, Josh.
You don't give him enough chances. Oh, we're gonna do this one too. I think you would like this one.
Sounds like a sex act.
It's very much an anime that makes fun of all the tropes,
Oh, good.
and it's really funny. Like it's not like on the definitely it's funny. Like there's scenes where they make fun of the main character for being a pervert, just stupid shit like that. But it's still an anime. It's really funny. 3 seasons in a movie
Oh, they did 3 seasons on a movie?
so far. Yeah, there's more to come.
Trying to think if there's anything else that comes to mind. It's been a weird year. I don't remember a lot. Oh. Invincible Season 3. Yeah, I think I'm tapped on that. Do you want to add anything else to best non-game so far?
Nope, I think I'm good for now, honestly.
Okay, so I think we have our 9 categories. Again, we'll keep adding stuff. If we end up changing a category because we end up not finding enough for it, we'll do that live. You'll figure it out. But we have Game of the Year so far. I'm not going to read all those. If you want to read those, just hop on and watch the video. Song of the Year so far. New Character of the Year so far. Box Art of the Year so far. Disappointment of the Year so far. I owe you an apology. I wasn't really familiar with your game award. Worst Room and Blueprints. Best Free Game. I bought that award. And Best Non-Game so far. Josh, those are really good. Those are really good categories.
Fantastic categories.
And we did that in 30 minutes.
Now we have our least favorite part.
Yeah, so we're finishing up the main story of Alan Wake this week. We're still gonna play the 2 DLCs, so that you have another week of Alan Wake talk coming. I might sneak in 2 once everything's said and done. We'll see though. We'll see how busy we are. Episode 6 is titled The Departure. Just to give you a quick synopsis, Alan gets the clicker. Well, he starts out in his apartment. He's woken up from a drunken stupor after celebrating. He's on his book tour. He watches an interview of himself on like a Tonight Show type show. And first of all, he's a schmuck. He's just a schmuck in that, right?
Yeah.
He's just a dick. And he's been out drinking all night with Barry and everyone and celebrating. He comes home and Alice is like, well, I think you need a break. I think we need to, just relax and take some time away. And then we skip to, something spooky happens at that point, right?
No, the darkness kind of like fucks with him.
Yeah.
But no, it goes to him standing over off the highway looking at like the lake from a distance.
Right. Because there's 2 dreams. There's that dream and then a second dream, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I was like, wait a minute, there are 2 dreams and they're kind of the same, but they're kind of different. Alan wakes up. Hey, I have to go back to Cauldron Lake. I have to save Alice. I know how to do this now. I have the clicker. And that's the entire fucking chapter. Gone are the characters. Gone are everything. Now it's just a man and his cars. And you're driving, man. And you're going. You're getting there. And this, you get to the cabin. It gets weird. It gets to a point where like you have to find the right word, light the right word up, and it'll make the next part of your path appear. You get into the house. You find Barbie. What's her name? Jagger.
Mm-hmm.
You put the switch in her heart. You flip it, and she's gone. And then Alan jumps in the lake. Alice comes out. The swimming animation when she swims out. By the way. Super weird. Have you noticed it?
It is. And once again, for a game that's supposed to be remastered, it is by far the worst. I mean, I'm going back and playing it again. It is like staggering how bad it is. Like it is like down to like 15 frames per second bad.
And then Alan ends up in the he ends up, in the water, and he's back in the hut riding, and then he finishes with it's not a lake, it's an ocean. The line that bothered everybody. And it's actually, I've got the notes up here. Alan's last sentence in the last cutscene is rather reminiscent of Zane's poem rhyme from The Nightmare the game opens with. For he did not know that beyond the lake he called home lies a deeper, darker ocean green, where waves are both wilder and more serene. To its ports I have been, to its ports I have been. Zane. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then you also have Mr. Scratch, which I'm still confused by the point of Mr. Scratch. He's the in-person stand-in for Alan.
Yeah, I think he's.
I need to, and I think the Mr. Scratch stuff gets answered in the DLC if I'm remembering correctly.
Yeah, it gets answered in the DLC, and then I think he's the main antagonist for the arcade game Alan Wake's American Nightmare, and then also Alan Wake 2.
Oh, there's a little more about this poem. Let's see what Fandom's wiki has to say about this. This may allude to the lake being of the dark presence home, as the poem may suggest, or Alan's writing of this sentence may be some unknown way of him allowing for his own escape. The latter possibility is further supported by the ... that appear at the last thing we see before the episode ends, implying both that there will be more of the game and also that Alan himself may have typed that, finishing the book in a way that would fix what had been destroyed and bring Alice back to life without making her the Dark Presence' new host, while at the same time leaving himself an out for writing a sequel to Departure that would allow for his own escape from the cabin by an unknown method. However, this is all speculation, though the similarities between the two statements still should be noted.
Fair enough.
I never even had a take on it's not a lake, it's an ocean. I just thought it was a vague line, because there's an opening section of the game where Alan's talking about writing the book, and he's like, you have to be. It's one of the TV scenes where he's like writing, and like you can hear him narrating on the TV.
Yeah.
And he's like, you have to be. He's like, you can't solve the mystery. It's better to be vague. And I just thought that line was a callback to like him saying like, yes, you have to keep it vague. Yeah, you have to keep some mystery. Like people will want to know. People will keep coming back if you give them something to latch onto that doesn't actually mean anything. So I always thought that was kind of funny. Yeah, this chapter is not good. This is a not good episode. Not a fun episode. Like you take all the characters away. Alan's by himself, which I get it. He's got to be, since I don't. Does he have to be though? Really? Like,
well, it's like the big climax of like, okay, well, I've got to face this alone. I'm the only one who can handle it. I made the mess. I've got to clean it.
but also at this point, hasn't he learned that like support's kind of badass, man? It's kind of nice having support.
It is, but remember he says in one of his narrations that the protagonist has to go through a difficult time. It can't be just a walk in the park all the time. Otherwise, the story's boring. So the way he tricked the darkness into letting this all happen is he gave it just enough power to be able to almost stop him, but he had to make sure that it was believable, because if not, the darkness would interfere then.
Right.
So it makes sense that he's by himself. He's given the darkness one final time to basically stop him for good.
And the darkness takes full advantage. Like it throws everything at you.
From multiple enemies, you're introduced to cars that are now controlled by the darkness, or a car technically, because there's only one.
That was a pretty scary moment when that came rolling up on me.
I just remember going like, wait, I don't remember. I mean, I obviously took over like a bulldozer, took over the steam engine, but those were objects, like apparently dead objects, or I haven't been used. But the car was like driving around. It had headlights, and it's like contradictory of itself, isn't it?
It's like, are you allowed to have headlights? Aren't you against those?
Just seems very odd.
Well, it's very Stephen King. It's what's that one book with the guy who falls in love with his car? Is that Christina? I think it's
I think
Christina.
so. Yeah.
So yeah, I thought that was a nice little nod, another nice little nod, even if it did feel weird. Uh, Honestly, the way I beat that truck, there's a barn that you can drive into with a light on. I just sat in there and let it drive up to me and blow itself up in the light.
Oh, see, I just stood on top of the hill where it couldn't climb up, and I just turned my beams on it.
It's just
That's all
sitting.
I did.
It's sitting there revving its engines like the fire trucks in that Family Guy documentary clip. Vroom, 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 vroom. The ambulances will have to wait their turn. Sam Lake. Sam Lake, by the way, who voices Alan, is also in this, which is hilarious. I think that they just make reference to him in the video, in the interview. Sam Lake was the next one. Oh, excuse me. Sam Lake was the
Oh, that's
next
next
one.
to him, right?
Huh?
Was he the one next to him in the scene or the recording of the night show?
I think the host was like, "Hey, folks, stick with us. We have Sam Lake up next."
Oh, okay.
Uh, yeah, man, this chapter is just a bummer, and I don't know if like they were just like when they finished it, they're like, "Ah, we'll have the DLC. Everything will be okay." It feels so. The darkness throws everything at you, including terrible driving mechanics, and
It wasn't enough to stop me.
it just it kind of this part of the game because you mentioned that there was a time where the game was open world. It kind of feels like this was like a very open world part of the game, and they're just like, let's just turn this into a level that's open, feels very openish world.
I mean, you literally start on whatever highway, interstate you want to call it. You go across a bridge. Then after the bridge, you drive a lot more, and then you get to the tunnel. You fight through the tunnel. Then you get into another car. Then you drive up to a salvage yard. You fight through the salvage yard, and then you have to get out of your car, or your car gets destroyed, whichever way you look at it, to get into another car to then drive up to, I think it's the end of the highway or interstate, where you then have to start running.
Who's leaving all these keys in these cars? This game also pisses this level pisses me off because you start the level out in day, and then you go through the tunnel,
It's night.
and then it's night.
Yeah.
And they do like a one of cheap little things where it's like it flashes and then it's night, and you're like, oh, the game is just. And of course, it's the darkness like flexing its muscle, like, oh, I can make it night at any time now.
I mean, in the game's defense, he clicked the button and it turned to light outside.
Mm, true, true, true. It's the darkness taking some of its power back. You get to you get to the far end. You fight the tornado, which I always hated the tornado.
Honestly, I don't know if it was just me or if I'm like just messing up on it. It seemed like it took forever to kill the tornado.
You know what? Trying to jump the gaps without getting hit was a pain in the ass.
Yes.
And then you get there and you shoot the tornado and you got to do it 3 times, but then you also got birds flying at you. It's just so annoying.
Yeah.
And it makes me excited to check out the second game. I don't know. There's so many unanswered questions, and I get it. That's the point. That's the game. I mean, Alan straight up said it. Like, you don't answer every question. You leave them wanting more mysteries. That's what people want, man. This guy has gone from writing detective stories to now being an annoying mystery writer, and him falling on the tropes like that. But man, I hope Barry survived because I don't remember if Barry's in the second one.
I honestly don't know either, but I've tried to avoid all the like the only thing I know about the second one that I'm like it got totally ruined was the rock opera
Because no one will
moment.
shut the fuck up about it. Yeah.
Yeah, everybody talked about it. And I was like, well, that's of all things to be like ruined, it's not like end of the world. Like I don't know anything else that happens other than that.
I'm still excited to check it out. I do want to play this DLC. I'm hoping the 2 DLCs bring me back because this really took me out of the game.
Yeah, I think one of them um, adds on to the ending, and I think the other one just kind of fills in some of the voids, if I remember correctly.
I'd be okay with that. This is just boring. Like, this was a very boring chapter. There wasn't much to work with on the thematic side. It was honestly just him finishing the story the way he said he was going to, and then
Yeah.
doing that. Especially after coming from, like episode 4 being about like the things that motivate you to write, and the coattail writers, and then chapter 5 being like a muse, like being overly dependent upon a muse or other things to write. Yeah, man, this was a disappointing episode. Like, if they had ended it this way, like, what? What? What are you
I
doing?
mean, it obviously did good enough to get Quantum Break and Control.
Yeah.
So,
Remedy.
and then Alan Wake 2, obviously.
Remedy knows what they're doing, but this was a bad episode. Do you have anything else to add to it?
No, I need to finish the Nightmare Mode so I can get to the DLCs. And honestly, probably going to just go ahead and put up a copy of Alan Wake 2 from the library just so I can knock that out.
I am feeling it. Like, it was running rough on my PC, but I think there were some bugs, and I think they should. It's been almost 2 years. They should have them padded out. We'll see.
Well, then you have a new graphics card in your thing too since last time, right?
No, I was still running the 3050.
Was it still 3050? Okay,
Yeah.
well, it should still work.
We'll see. We shall see. Let's get the fuck out of here. Let's do our shit. Everyone, you can find me on bluesky@nickkaufman.com. It's also my website. You can find me on YouTube and Twitch at nickfatnight. You can also find my writings on some of my pieces on hard drive. I'm also on Game Chronicles, RIP. Should be ending by the time this goes up. Josh, where can the people find you?
You can find me anywhere and everywhere, and I'm Josh Sang.
All right. As always, thank you to Alex Marvin Clark for our intro and outro song, Hunt Him Down. Check his SoundCloud out in the show notes. Some awesome stuff over there. We love you, Al.
We love you.
Why do I want to be Barry? Why do I want to be Barry? I don't get it. I don't understand why I want to be Barry.
You just want to have that orange puffy coat.
It's a good puffy coat. As always, everybody. What was I going to say? Oh, smashinggametime.com. Go check us out over there. Podcast and the words over there. You can tell we're recording late. Our brains are fried at the moment. But we're almost through the neck of the woods. Hey, fuck the algorithm, tell a friend. Find us wherever you get your podcast, all that stuff. Everybody, this has been Smashing Game Time. I hope you've had a smashing great time. We'll see each and every one of you next time.